Yeah, in this video, I'll be explaining how to integrate Datadog with AWS. To integrate Datadog with AWS, it involves two methods. It's either you use the automatic method or the manual method of integration. But in this video, I'll be explaining how to manually integrate Datadog with AWS. So to start with, the first thing you should consider is having to create a Datadog account and installing the agent of your choice. Then, after that might have been done, then you go to the dashboard, then you navigate to integrations, then you click on integrations, then you search using the search bar or you see or you search for AWS or you see it listed down here. So we click on it, then you should see something like Amazon Web Service. Then you click on install. Then you click on add AWS account. Like I said, you can either install automatically, integrate automatically or manually. So you integrate automatically using CloudFormation, which is the recommended method to use. It's quite easy to use and straightforward, but I'll be integrating manually. And also, we should also take note that we can add a single AWS account or a multiple account, but I'll be adding a single AWS account. So let's click on manually. So what I'm meant to do here is to select the access type. Is it the role delegation or the access key? So, but I'll be selecting the role delegation. Then I need to add or give my AWS some sort of permissions to actually have access to my Datadog, right? So what I will do is go to my AWS account that I'll be using. Then I'll search for IAM. Sorry, I'll search for IAM. Then I'll look for policies. Then I want to create a new policy because this is what would actually give um, permissions for Datadog to be able to get metrics from my AWS account from the different services, right? So I would choose. We have different options. We have visual. We have JSON. I would choose JSON. Then there is a documentation that was provided by Datadog to undergo or to go through this process. And in the documentation, we were provided with some permissions, with some policies, right? So where are they? So all I just need to do is copy. Then to actually get the documentation, you can just go online on Google and you see it there. So then I navigate back to my AWS account. Then I take out what was there before. Then I paste, right? So I click on next. So I give it a name. Let's say Datadog integration policy. So then I create policy. Then after creating policy, you can see that the policy is created. Then I go to roles because we need a role that we can attach our policies to. So we create a role, then I click on create role. Then we have different tabs, right? So, but this time around, we'll be making use of the AWS account tab, which says this allow entities in other AWS account belonging to you or a third party to perform actions in this account. This basically says that choosing this option, we are giving our Datadog to have to perform some actions in this account, to have access to this account because Datadog is a third party, right? So I choose this option, then I'm not using this account. I want to use another AWS account, right? Then I would go back to uh, my documentation, right? There should there's a place whereby we're provided with that we are provided with the account ID. So so I need to navigate there since we chose the role delegation. So yeah, it should be somewhere around here. So yeah, I copy this, then I go back to the account ID here, then I paste. So we have some options there. So I will check on this box which says require external ID, right? So if you remember when we were trying to set up from our Datadog account, we were provided with an AWS external ID. So all I just need to do is copy this and go back to my account. Then I paste the ID to it. Then I click on next, right? So remember that when before creating the role, before coming to create the role, we created a policies before, and we gave it a name, Datadog integration policy. So you check on it. We are what we are doing here is we are attaching. I'm attaching the policy to the role I want to create because it's just like this is the policy that would give um, the role some permissions to be able to perform some actions, right? So then I click on next. Then I give it a suitable name. Let's say Datadog role. Yeah, that's fine. Or I can give it a description if I want. Then I click on create role. So yeah, then all I need to do is go back to AWS and I mean Datadog. Then I check on this that I confirm that the Datadog has been added to the AWS account, right? Which we just did. Then I go back to my account, AWS account, to copy my account ID, right? So I paste my AWS account ID here, right? Then I the AWS role name, which is Datadog role. Then I click on save. So as you can see that we have successfully integrated um, AWS with our Datadog account. So as you can see, we have this is our account ID. So now we should be able to see anything. We should be able to monitor some of like all of the services from our AWS directly from our Datadog dashboard. So let's say let's just do something. I'll go to EC2. Let me just launch an instance. Let me launch an instance. So let me just give it a name. My first server. So let's just choose a random OS. Then let's just do something. So just want to check. Let me just launch this. Let me go back to AWS. So I can say, okay, let me go to dashboard to see how it looks like. So we should be able to see some some data or information. So let's okay, I just launched an instance. Let's see, let's verify if the instance is running. So yeah, the instance is running. So but it's still initializing. So before Datadog could pick it up, it might take just few minutes. Then let me go to the dashboard, then search for EC2. So just click on it. So we should be able to see like an information about the particular instance that we just launched, right? So actually we can filter into different regions or anything that we want here. But since I'm running on US is to 1, so let's just wait a bit. So let's wait a bit. Let's wait a bit. Let me just change to this past 15 minutes. So nothing yet. Nothing yet. Let's refresh it. Still initializing. So this is a bit taking time. Yeah, we've already seen how Datadog is being integrated with the AWS account. But yeah, that I'm trying to show some information about the instance we just launched, but it's taking some time, right? So and which automatically would actually have effect in the size of the video. So it's still initializing. So I have to stop. So, but the aim of the video or the aim of this is to actually integrate our AWS account with Datadog, which we already did, right? So, because if we go back to integrations, we should be able to see what we've done. So, you should be able to see what we've done. Oh, it has been integrated, right? So, let me go back there. So, Yeah. So you can see that we have some information here. So please take notes. Like yeah, you can see we have like a max active of like of max active instance of 4, right? But when I was launching an instance, I launched only one. So we should take note that there are some um actually some servers, like there are some servers in some other regions. But so we should like to be sure of what we just did, right? Let me show, although some are not available and just one should be running at the moment. Let me just show you. Okay, we should be able to filter by region, right? So let me just refresh. It's still trying to come up, so it has not. So we should be able to filter by region. So when we filter by region, I should be able to get okay, perfect. So let's say yeah, I my instance is running on US is to one. So now you can see perfect. I only have one instance here, right? So and you can see it is running on a T2 micro. So we can verify here to T2 micro, right? The first instance, and look at the ID 08D, and let's check. So even you should be able to see something here too. Yeah, all of them they are still coming up. So more of the information will be like loaded here, and you'll be able to get some metrics directly from the dashboard. All right. So with this, I've successfully set up or integrate Datadog with my AWS account.